In today's Madden 24 video, I'm about to break down the top secret defense that 99.7% of Madden players don't know about. This defense screams, gets great pressure, it's an easy setup, and has great coverage. Let's get into it now. YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and there's been a defense all year that's been flying under the radar that nobody really knows about. In fact, I've only seen one player run this defense all year long, and that was during the MCS season months ago. I'm honestly surprised this defense has not been used by more players. Now, this defense we're going to look at is actually found in quarters, and you can run this from a few different books. Personally, I'm using the Chiefs right now. So, let's just get straight into the breakdown. I'm going to give you guys my coaching adjustments, a few different ways to run the blitz, and then some different coverage adjustments. Now, as far as your setup is concerned, as far as subs go, there's really no crazy adjustments you need to make for your subs. I just like to have lurk artists at the end, and then obviously as the inside linebacker, this should be a fast guy. He's going to be coming up the gap. You're going to want to have auto flip off, base alignment on. I tend to like to put my curl flats at 5 and my flats at 30 when I'm running this defense, because this is a defense that I will use double maybe with some, and we're going to turn our zone coverage setting to default. Now, the play I want to look at is going to be the cover 2 spy flipped. This is going to be a cover 2 blitz, but we're going to tweak the coverage out here and there to make it a little bit better. So, this play is interesting because, by default, you've got, the 4-man rush with the contains. What we're going to do is turn this into an A-gap, and you only want to rush from the left of the screen. So the setup is really, really simple. It's just like 2 or 3 steps. Any level player can do this. And just as a reminder, guys, I do free Madden 24 content on a daily basis on my channel. I do gameplays, I do tips, high-level content. If you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, comment on the video. If I get to 550 likes on this video, I will then drop another defense that I've been saving for you guys that, again, nobody really knows about. So, step 1, very easy. Pinch your defensive line. To do that, you just hit left on the D-pad, down on the left stick. Then I like to crash them or slant them outside. Again, to do that, easy. Left on the D-pad, up on the right stick. Finally, just blitz your inside linebacker. And when you blitz him, just make sure that he's going into the left A-gap, right? So you might need to just slide him a hair. Most of the time, it will be fine. But again, you want him blitzing up the left A-gap, and you want to make sure when you slant your line out that this D-tackle has the double rush angle. If looking at your player, you can see, he's got his rush angle going to both the left and the right of the center. That's when you know you've done it right. So then we're going to hit R1, R1 to QB contain, which is optional. You don't even have to do that. I just like to do that to help against the rollout. So you can do this blitz rushing 4, 5, or 6. So let's start with rushing 4. Let's start with rushing 5. So if you want to rush 5, you have a few different decisions upon who you want to use her. You could use her either the slot corners and hook zones, or you could use her this linebacker on the contain on the line of scrimmage, so you would get a little bit more coverage out there on the field, right? This could actually turn this into a 4-man rush, even though technically it's 5, right? This could turn it technically 5 into a 4. Again, you could use her either the slot corners or the D end on the right of the screen. I'm just going to use her a slot corner here, and you guys can see, again, we're going to get that quick A-gap pressure. Now, the contain is nice so they can't roll out, but if you want a little bit better coverage, what you could do, like I said, out of this exact setup, is just pinch your line, slant them outside, bam, easy. Blitz the linebacker, make sure he's going to the left A-gap, contain it, and then just use her this guy. Now, when you do this, you guys can see you can just immediately go use her that middle of the field area. Didn't do a great job right there, but as you guys can see, this blitz will scream.
Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I have built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order.
It will get consistent pressure for you up this left of screen A-gap, right? That's why you want a fast guy coming up the screen there. And, you can do a lot with this. So this is rushing. By default, this is a 5-man rush. Now, if you want to turn it into 4-man, what you can do is, again, pinch your defensive line, slant them outside, blitz the linebacker, QB contain, and then use the contain on the left of the screen. Now with this, what you want to do is hang out right about here, right about a yard or two for the tackle. And you can even back him up if you want. Again, you don't have to. At the snap, you kind of just take a step forward to draw in the offensive line. Then you can drop back over the middle field, just like that, to user whatever you see coming open. Now, these setups right here are, very, very, very good coverage. But we can make this coverage even better because with these zone drops, our flats are going to be open. So, this is actually one of my favorite defenses right now to run double Mabel. And the way I do that is, again, just set the blitz up just the same, pinch our line, crash them out, blitz your linebacker, QB contain. But then, you're going to want to go ahead and throw these slot corners in the purples because remember, the purples are at 5, our flats are at 30. And then we can use this guy over the middle right here, the right of screen defensive end, which again is why I said you probably want to make sure that these DNs have lurk artists. As you guys can see, that covers the flat, the deep corner, and we still get the pressure right up the A-gap. Now, with this style of defense, really the only thing someone's consistently going to try to do, honestly, is a combination of slide protect and then double teams to roll out. It's very, very common. Like, personally, if I was to see something like this, I probably would go ahead, if I was on offense, if I was to see you running a blitz like this, I probably would just go ahead and, just basically double team this D end right here, and just roll out on you. That's probably, I'm not going to lie, that's probably the way I would look to attack this. So when you have someone who's just trying to roll out, the best thing to do with that is blitz slot corner. So you can see like right here, if you just double team that guy, you can roll out on this A-gap. That's honestly the same with pretty much every A-gap in the game. But we do have a counter. So like if I notice that that's all you're trying to do, what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm just going to blitz that slot corner on the right of the screen, and then I'm going to control this guy right here. So, now if you want to just basically immediately just, roll out on me, and not even try to make a read, just double team roll out, which like I said, this is actually a very common thing people try to do. You just run right into that slot corner blitzing, just like that. Now, if you're really worried about them running around him, all you can do to make sure that doesn't happen is pressure defense. Just pressure defense. That way the slot corners will be on the line of scrimmage. So like you're not going to really allow him to potentially run by you as easily. I almost got by him the first time, but as you guys can see, with him on the line of scrimmage like that, you really can't get around him. So that's a really, really easy adjustment you can do to stop this. And if you still are worried about them throwing corner routes over the top of your head, if you do press, all you really need to do is then individually back up your corners. Again, to individually back up your corners, it's pretty easy. You're just going to hit coverage audible, which is going to be either triangle or Y. Your individual button, once that screen pops up, for me that's X. The icon of the outside receiver on the side, you want to back the outside corner up. So for me, the right outside receiver is circle. I hit circle. Flick up on the right stick, he's going to back up. Same thing on the other side. It's just his icon on the other side is square. So again, very, very easy. You could also blitz both slot corners if you really want. Again, all of these adjustments are literally up to you as you see fit. You don't have to make the same adjustments I am, but I'm just telling you guys, if you see them double teaming DNs and rolling out to the left or the right, the only thing you got to do to counter that is just literally just blitz the slot corner on the side they're rolling out, and they are dead, as you guys can see here, to the left or the right. We're getting sacked very, very fast when the slot corner is blitzed. Mix that in once or twice, and I promise you they're not going to just feel so comfortable rolling out nonstop. Now, by the way, guys, quarters is a formation that does allow you to do other adjustments on your safeties and whatnot. There's different packages and different adjustments we can do. If you guys want to see me get more advanced in the adjustments you can do from this defense, let me know in the comments, like the video, we'll post a follow-up.